Hi, I'm Ross Mark with Ross the Boss, and we're here on January 26th to talk sports with you. Little Ramones to warm us up. Hope you guys like the Ramones, one of my favorite bands of all times. God, I'm excited. This is going to be a great show. We'll talk about gambling, we'll talk about personalities, we'll talk about all the crazy stuff that's going on in sports, and I hope you guys will all be part of it. To start things off, let's talk about the Super Bowl. It's my favorite team. It's my favorite time of the year, and here's my one of my favorite things is that Howie Long and Terry Bradshaw, little guy against guy, even though they never played against each other. But Terry's won four Super Bowls, and Howie's, I believe, won one Super Bowl, but Tom Brady's going for a sixth Super Bowl. It's hard to bet against Tom Brady. I'm not going to give my prediction this week. I'll give it next week. But again, Tom Brady and the Super Bowl it's very tough to go up to the window and say, "Hey, let me have $1,000 on the Philadelphia Eagles getting 5.5 points." I don't know if I would do that. You got to be insane, really insane. But there's a lot of good prop bets, and we'll go over that next week. I'm excited. Other thing that's going on in sports, we got the Australian Open. I don't think anybody cares. No Americans are left. The only name I know left is Federer. He plays tomorrow. It's down to the semifinals. Again, the women's singles. I don't really know any of those women. The men, Federer. That's the only person I know. So go Federer. Everybody else, who cares? College basketball. Big news. Kentucky. Not in the top 25. Shocked. Uh, it's been like 4 years since they've not been rated. They can play probably all the top 25 teams and beat 80% of them. And they'll probably beat 10 of them by at least 20 points, but they're not rated. And I bet their starters, at least five of them would be drafted in the NBA right now. The draft was tomorrow. But they're not rated. Maybe it's good for the program. Maybe it's bad. I don't know. Tiger Woods coming back this week, playing at Torrey Pines, which I think is interesting. He hasn't really played that much. He played in some practice games and stuff in the past couple months. He's been looking great in the practice rounds, terrific. But I look good in practice rounds. You put him on national TV, you get the nerves going. We'll see what happens. I'm rooting for him. He's 42 years old, and I believe that he can still play the game. LeBron James, congratulations to you, 30,000 points. That's a pretty good accomplishment, Mr. James. Your team has lost 10 games out of 14, and I heard a lot of havoc going on in Cleveland, which is not good. I'm sure you guys will be doing a big trade during the All-Star break, which comes up in a couple weeks. But I don't see LeBron playing in Cleveland next year. I think if I had to bet, San Antonio. A lot of talent, great coach. He wants to win. They want to win. Golden State is their big rival, and I think with LeBron on San Antonio, I think that will take him to the top. We'll see. I don't know. NHL, it's the NHL All-Star Weekend this weekend. I'm excited. I love hockey. So happy to see Las Vegas actually in first place, and then Winnipeg's in first place in the other Western Division, and then we got Washington and Tampa Bay in the Eastern divisions in first. The big shock is Las Vegas. They weren't even a team last year. They did a draft. All the teams had to pick players they didn't want to protect, other loser players that they didn't want, and all these loser players went to Vegas. They formed this team, and now they're in first place, which is shocking. Kings are in fourth. Go Golden Knights. Keep it up. It's good for hockey. It's good for sports. I think it's a good accomplishment. And then we got the NFL Pro Bowl this weekend. Does anybody watch this anymore? I mean, it's a bore fest. I mean, they don't even tackle. I mean, I think they play like two-hand touch. It's if you want to see your players score a lot of points, I guess it's fun to watch. It's in Orlando. I liked it better when it was in Hawaii, just because, I don't know, I just felt the players actually enjoyed themselves and went to the beach and did family day with their family, and I don't know, this stuff is more exciting, but it's in Orlando. It should be nice weather, hopefully. I don't know. But the only thing I wish is like a big rainstorm and people are like swimming in the water to catch a pass. But that's my wish. And, with sports coming, I'd like to talk about different things, but this is our first episode. I'll give you guys predictions in sports so you can bet on it, make a lot of money. I'm 78% tested in Las Vegas on sporting events, on gambling. I don't like to talk about it, but yeah, I'm one of the best in the country. So I'll give you those picks for free. And everything else, we'll have fun. We'll talk about everything, anything you guys want. My name's Ross Mark, and I'm Ross the Boss. Don't forget. Thank you.